Well, Wes was at his shop with his 10% firearms in Taft. And he's today here to represent the Calguns Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Wes Morris. Woo! Aren't you guys glad to be out here today?
Yeah.
I didn't hear you. Are you glad to be out here today? My name is Wes Morris. I am here representing the Calguns Foundation. I'm also representing Cal FFL and the Taft Sportsman's Club. And I've already had a great day. And the reason I had a great day is already this morning, I shot in a .22 match over in Taft Sportsman's Club. And I just had a great time shooting my .22 and enjoying our Second Amendment right. You guys aren't convincing me. I enjoyed my Second Amendment right. That's what I want to hear. How many of you out there are new gun owners? Who just bought their first gun in the last year? Raise your hand. I want to see who you are. Take a look at those people. We need more new gun owners than that. But let's give those guys a hand. That's our future. And so this morning, we have this .22 match, and everybody that wasn't here should have been there. We have matches at the Taft Sportsman's Club. We've got matches out of 5 dogs. Old Boy Outdoors has matches in their range. We need to start inviting people to these matches and getting people out to shoot, because that's where the fun is. That's where people learn, hey, this is not bad. These guns are not evil. These people are not criminals. This is fun. This is exciting. And it's safe. And that's what we need to start doing, is getting people out to these matches. Invite your coworkers. How many of you unfortunately work with liberals? I teach at Taft Union High School. There might be a few there. We need to invite those people out to shoot, because even some of these liberals, they're not anti-gun. I've got colleagues who buy guns from me, and I know they probably voted for the wrong guy or the wrong woman, but they're gun owners, and we can start using them to influence others. And so we got to start reaching out and getting people to go out shooting, because that is what's going to continue to further our sport. A lot of these raffles up here are benefiting the Friends of the NRA. I'm the Central California State Chairman of the Friends of the NRA. We gave out $750,000 in grants in January. $750,000 in grants, and all your raffle stuff up here is to go towards that program. And those grants go to the shooting programs here in Central California, here in Kern County, to get more people out to shoot, to get our youth out to shoot. And so we appreciate you guys supporting that. Let me talk to you real quick about the upcoming legislation. There's about 42 anti-gun bills in the state of California right now. 42 anti-gun bills. There's one bill that we are going to support. Just one. And that's AB 202. That's sponsored by our very own Tim Donnelly, who just spoke. And give him a hand, because he's the only pro-gun bill we've got in Sacramento right now. AB 202 is the school marshal program. It hits near and dear to me. And what that does is that authorizes school districts to use their funds to have staff members who want to be armed, who want to defend their students and defend their colleagues, get the training, get the concealed weapon permits, and turn our gun-free schools into schools where we can protect our students. Don't let the liberals fool you. If you've got a concealed weapon permit, and all of you should, if you live in Kern County, you should have a concealed weapon permit. You can find the classes. I know Craig Powers with Power Security. He'll help you get the permit. I know in Taft City, our new police chief, he only requires one thing and one thing only. When you fill out your application for a CCW, all he wants to see and nothing else, personal protection. You guys don't like that? Do you want to have a reason to get a gun, or do you just want to say personal protection? So you should have a CCW, because I cannot carry onto my school campus because it's against our policy. But if you don't work for our schools and you have a concealed weapon permit, you can carry on to campus. And the liberals want you to think, the anti-rights people want you to think, that's a bad thing, it's a scary thing. It's not. I would not mind seeing any one of you on my campus, and if I knew you had a gun and you were there to protect lives, you wouldn't cause me a bit of concern whatsoever, because I know you aren't evil, I know you aren't bad people, I know you're here to protect our rights, protect our children, and I know all of you good people can be trusted with firearms, because you're not criminals. You're freedom lovers. Yeah. So I want to thank Tim Donnelly for putting up AB 202. It's got a tough hill ahead of it, but you know what? You guys need to get active. And that's what we're going to talk about now. Right now, don't bother calling the governor. Nothing's on his desk. It's not going to do us any good. We got to be efficient with our time, our money, and our efforts. The governor's not looking at any of these bills yet. So what we need to do is wait. And then the time's going to come where we're going to need to contact the governor. We've got a whole list of bills here that are going to affect our rights. They say they don't want to take away our guns. They're liars. They do want to take away our guns. Their legislation says they want to take away our guns. We've got a whole host of bills. We've got SB 374. It's going to ban all semi-auto rifles. Every single one. Every single 1022 that was at our 22 match this morning is going to be registered as an assault weapon. That's no good. SB 396. If you've got a large capacity, Free America calls them standard capacity magazines. If you got a standard capacity magazine that you bought lawfully before 2000, it's going to be illegal. You are going to be a criminal, and you're going to have to give them up. Who here today is not going to comply with that one? You're patriots. There's a whole AB 760. You think ammo's bad right now? What's it going to be like when there's a 5-cent per round tax? We need to stop these bills. And unfortunately right now, our best bet of stopping them is going to be Governor Brown. And he's back and forth. Some gun bills he's passed, some he's vetoed. We're not really sure where he stands. We don't want to send him over the edge and against us. So try to be somewhat polite with him, because he is, unfortunately, and it's not good, our best ally right now. Now when Tim Donnelly wins the governorship, and when Tim Donnelly's up there, that's when we go ahead and say, hey, we know you're not going to sign those bills. But we're not there yet, so we got to keep working on it. What can you do in this fight? Well, we already know if you contact Shannon Grove's office, we already know if you contact Gene Fuller and you say don't vote on this bill, we already know their answer. What are they going to do? They are not going to vote on these bills. They know they will be held accountable in Kern County for any vote against our freedom. What do you think about that? So don't even waste your breath. They know. Calling them, they already know. They know as soon as they vote for that stuff, they're out. We will replace them. They're good, freedom-loving patriots. They're probably insulted I would even think they would vote that way, as they should be. So what can we do to make a difference here in California? I'm going to give you guys a website. By the way, everything that we're talking about today, you'll be able to find it on the Facebook page if you go to the Day of Resistance Facebook. You can also go to my website, www.taftguns.com. We'll have all the links for all the things we're talking about and the ways you can get active. One way you can get active is we've created the Firearms Policy Coalition. It's firearmspolicy.org, and what that is that's the Cal Guns Foundation, the Second Amendment Foundation, Cal FFL, and a few others. And we've got a website where you can go to. And there's a few things you can do at that website to sign a petition that we can take to Congress, to the federal government, we can take to the state government, and we can say, hey, these people are against you violating their rights. Because the Second Amendment is a God-given constitutional right. It shall not be infringed. You can go to firearmspolicy.org, and there you'll learn status of the recent bills. All 42 of these anti-gun bills are at firearmspolicy.org. You can go to the California section. Up in the info section, there's a California section, and it tells you exactly what you need to know as Californians, how you can get active and how you can start fighting for our rights here in California. We need to get active, ladies and gentlemen. Who here is a member of the NRA? Everybody should be a member of the National Rifle Association. You may not always agree with what they do and what they say. You don't have to. You just need to be a member. Because when we can go and say, hey, there were 4 million members of the NRA back in November 2012, and now there's 4.5 million members in the NRA today, and next week we're going to have 5 million members, and if you guys keep going and we have 6 million members, congressmen start listening to a group of 6 million voters that aren't going to put up with this garbage. Go to firearmspolicy.org, join up. It'll tell you how to get involved, and we need to start spreading the word. This is the choir, ladies and gentlemen. I'm preaching to the choir right now, but the reason I'm telling you this stuff is you need to spread the message. You need to leave this parking lot today. You need to go out and talk to your friends. You need to talk to your family, and you need to tell them about your Second Amendment rights. You need to talk to them about the Bill of Rights. They're all together. They're all one and the same, and we need to start defending it. What do you guys think about that? We need to make passing gun laws painful for our politicians. They need to feel the sting. They need to feel the hurt. When they violate our rights, they need to learn there's going to be consequences. And the number one consequence, real easy, real quick, is they need to lose their job. And we need to send people up to Sacramento that want to keep their job, are going to want to respect our rights, because we've got a fight ahead of us. And when it gets to the courts, we're going to have some successes. We've already had 2 good successes. We've had the Heller case, and we've also had the McDonald case going our way, and we've got more cases to come. But we need to stop it now. Last year we stopped SB 249 that would have banned the bullet button. We need to stop these bills now like we did last year. It is not hopeless in California. We can do it. I just want to thank you guys again for coming today. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless the Second Amendment. And thank you guys so much for coming out.